Hey guys, I'm PhilInTheBlanks. Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 7. We are finished with the Robot Masters, and we're not going to fight Dr. Wily yet. We're going to do a little bit of cleanup. Go through not each of the levels, but a bunch of the levels to get the little things that we've been missing throughout the game that we might as well just do in a single episode instead of like just interspersing them through the other episodes. So, Jumpman stage, the first time we went through this level, we went through the secret kind of area with the freeze cracker, which allowed us to get the... I don't know which letter, but one of the RUSH plates that allowed me to get the super adapter. And instead, we're going to go to the kind of the regular way, and having the thunder orb or bolt or whatever it was called is going to help us here too. So we actually could have gotten this the first time, then died and come back, but whatever. Not really a big deal. I don't know if there's a rush search thing here. I'm just going to check once. Whenever I see like an area with a ladder, I just kind of... No, he didn't bark, so I don't think there's anything. We'll just wait. Nope, just an eye patch or bikini or something. I don't know. Get the thunderbolt. And I do like how it's got the secondary functionality. So if you climb up this area without moving these things, the item that you're trying to get right now is going to be blocked off. So we're just going to ride this up a little bit. Ride it up. Climb the ladder faster. Wait a little bit more. And the shorter ladder up here. Whoop, there we go, is Rush Jet. Woo! Rush Jet's not super useful in this version of the game. I'm just going to exit out now. But I'll use it just for fun, just so we can take a look at it. I mean, the super adapter pretty much makes it moot. Onward to Slash Man's level. So remember at the beginning of the game, or near the beginning of the game, when we met Proto Man, and he was all like, hey, set fire to a forest, you friggin' crazy man. And we didn't have a forest level, and we didn't have a fire ability, and now we have both. So we're gonna go here. So it's weird, you can kind of walk around on Rush's back, unlike Mega Man, like the other Rush Jets, basically. It's a little weird. I still say Rush Jet for Mega Man 3 is the best. I mean, everyone agrees with that. It's just, it was super overpowered. Like, it was crazy how useful that was. This is just, you know, it's a regular Rush Jet thing. It is weird that you can walk around on him, though. Usually you're pretty much stuck on him unless you jump off. I probably don't have enough. Yeah. Ah, frig. See, and that's another thing. In the other Mega Man games, Rush could get hurt, and he'd be fine. If Mega Man got hit, you know, he'd go like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm Mega Man. But in this one, like, Rush himself gets hurt. And for Rush Search, that was really stupid. For Rush Search, that kind of makes sense, because, I mean, he's concentrating. But as a jet, I don't know. It'd be nice if you could go through enemies. But, whatever. There we go. So yes, I am making you sit through me going through the whole level here. On my test play of this game, I want the episodes to be evenly distributed. You know what I mean? In terms of, like the timing. So I try to get as close to 20 minutes as possible. Though, obviously, the last episode will be a little bit longer, because it always is. And I really didn't want this episode to be like a 10-minute long, like, hey, I'll meet you at the end of this level, and we'll get this item, and then we just kind of keep moving. So I figured I'll make this entire episode the cleanup process, and maybe, like, I think I calculated out that it'd be the first level of Dr. Wily's stage. So that's what we'll do today. Whee! Not gonna rush jet this time, just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Mind you, the episode might go a little long if I keep dying. But we should be fine. Gonna get the E-Tank over here, that way I don't have to spend more bolts on one later. You can only hold 4 E-Tanks at a time, which is really weird, but whatever. They're not super necessary, though I will use a couple by the end of this game. The last boss takes a lot out of you. It is fairly long, so... I'm gonna use Rush Jet one more time. I don't know why, I think this is gonna be clever. Yeah, then slow down and just... Bye, T-Rex, I'm faster than you. Kinda worked. Oh, whatever. Oh, no, Rush, watch out. Oh, Rush, you're... Ah, no, Rush, no! Oh, there you go. He's fine. There we go. That was a... Bye, Rush. Alright, get the Scorch Wheel going. Scorch Wheel isn't a great offensive weapon just because you have to really... Like, it has a really long load time in like to wind up for its attack. But it's useful right here. So burn all the trees. You actually only need to do this one. I'm just feeling like a maniac right now. Rush Jet, get to that ladder. And I don't know if you can actually do this without burning the forest. I mean, the ladder's there, so... And with your Mega Buster, pop, there's Beat. Good old Beat. So Beat's a little different in this game. He doesn't actually attack enemies, probably because, well, the game gives you a ridiculous amount of offensive options anyways, so he does a little different. We're going to go Shades Man, Stage. We're just doing something really cool here. Oh, aw, why didn't that work? That's weird. Usually something cool's supposed to happen if you hold the button down. Let's try again. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go to the shop, and I'll explain Beat as I purchase things. And oh god, oh geez, I don't like that bolt count. Let's buy some stuff before I go to hell. Yeah, buy some super tanks. So yeah, that's Beat's whistle. When you save Beat, you start with 4 Beat whistles, and what Beat does in this game is if you fall down a pit, Beat will come down and save you before you die. And you can do that 4 times, 1 for each whistle, and if you use them up, you can go back here and buy some more whistles. I really rarely fall down pits in this game. I find pits are not a dangerous thing in this, unlike other Mega Man games. It also doesn't help that it takes you forever to get Beat, so you probably won't even see it. What's really weird, though, is like you get such powerful things at the beginning. Like the Super Adapter is one of the first things you get, and it's probably the best thing in the game. So it's really weird how things like like Beat is later on in the game. I mean, you have to have beat Turbo Man, so you need to beat 5 Robot Masters in order to get Beat. There's another thing that we're about to get in Shade Man's level. Let's try that secret again. That's not super useful. Come on, why isn't the music working? Alright, well, I'm going to look this up. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I don't know why it's not doing it, but when you select Shade Man, you hold down the button when you select him. It's supposed to do like the Ghosts and Goblins theme. You know, like the da 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 da. You know, the classic arcade theme. I don't know why it's not doing it. Maybe it's because I've already beaten Shade Man. Maybe it's not in this version of the game. It's weird that they take it out though, but they did like take out the mild swearing, so who knows? I don't know. I find it really weird that I can't get it to work, but whatever. It's not really super important. It's just a fun little Easter egg. If you're playing Mega Man 7, I suggest trying it out. It's really cute. It's a cute little thing. Anyways, we're back at Shade Man's stage. So remember that big pumpkin kind of guy? Well, we're gonna defeat him differently this time. First, we killed him by shooting his eyes, which allowed us to go to the upper levels. And this time we're gonna attack the core, which will allow us to the bottom levels. And we're gonna see Proto Man again. We've already seen him twice in the game. Once when he told us to be a crazy person and burn down a forest, and the second time was asking us if we got the R, U, S, and H plates well after we already got them. So this time he's going to be a little different, and he's going to give us our last item that we need to complete the game. I mean, we don't need it. It's actually fairly... I don't want to say it's useless, because it's a shame, because it could have been super useful. Just the way they implemented it. I'll explain what I mean when I get there. So down here, there's the Sniper Joe, and after you kill him, you can go over here. It's a really weird secret. You can tell that your shots kind of go behind the background in the wall instead of like in the foreground. I think that's the clue, but I don't know. It's a weird secret to have. So brother, you are not as weak as I thought. Let's see which of us Father made stronger. Probably Mega Man, because, you know, he made him after he made you, Proto Man. Or whatever. Proto Man is somewhat difficult because I'm doing really bad right now. Hitting him with a Mega Buster shot will... come on, Phil. Will reset his pattern a little bit, so it's what you want to do. Frick, why did I do that? Oh, geez, I'm doing really bad. I'm gonna E-Tank it up. Yep. E-Tank. Yeah, so he runs across the thing and do a couple. He'll either shoot, he'll do his Mega Buster, or he'll jump and shoot, which is the worst one. By hitting him with a Mega Buster, he'll kind of stop what he's doing and just do it. He'll start over from the dash to the end of the room. So that's kind of what I want to do to him. Doing really poorly though, but whatever. It's also weird because he doesn't have a life bar like he didn't in Mega Man 3 either when you fought him there. And so I don't know if he's weak against anything. I have no idea. I'm assuming he has the same amount of life that an actual Robot Master does. I have never tried any of the other weapons on him, though. So, you know, maybe he's weak against something, maybe not. Well, he's dead now, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe you are the superior model, Mega Man. Here, take this with you. And throws the Proto Shield. Woo! This is your Proto Shield! That's Mega Man's voice in Mega Man 8, by the way. I don't want it to keep doing it. You can't give this to me. And it's like, well, why not? It's not like Proto Man's going to use it. Proto Man doesn't fight evil. He just kind of hangs out in the darkness, in the background, and doesn't do anything. Just keeps an eye on you instead of saving the world. Anyways, this is the Proto Shield, which is such a shame. So, it's a really cool idea, except for one major thing. Yeah, you get Proto Shield, I get it. And that is, it is an actual equipable item, the P-Shield right here. Now, when you're standing like this, there you go, you are invulnerable to enemy shots. Like, that's right there. And that's awesome. It's super cool, but it's equipable. It should just be a permanent thing on Mega Man from now on. Like, seriously, it really shouldn't be a thing you have to equip. It should be no matter what weapon you have right now, the Proto Shield should be a permanent thing to Mega Man. It should be a complete upgrade. But instead, it's a selectable item that looks like it's supposed to have its own friggin' energy, but it doesn't. And now that I'm using other things already, it's already useless. And it's so weird because you have to get that like pretty much last in the game because of how many other things you need to do before he'll appear. But you get the friggin' super adapter, which is far superior, way early in the game. So I find it to be a huge disappointment because the actual implications of the Proto Shield are awesome. I love the idea of it. It's just, it's useless because of how it was put in the game. Well, whatever, not a big deal. This is the elevator section. Oh, by the way, we're doing the rest of Shapeman's stage because you haven't seen the bottom part of it yet. I guess we could have done that for Junkman's stage, but we didn't actually, I just exited out of that. Oh, well, whatever. This is the elevator section, because for some reason the later Mega Man games really liked elevator sections and side-scroller sections, or like auto-scrolls. So, don't know why. So this is where it connects again. This is where we saw Bass, and he would have said damn if this was the original SNES version. What happens if you try to fight Shape Man again? Nothing. You just disappear, which makes sense. I mean, that's pretty much all Mega Man games where you could go back in the levels. So we're going to go and we're going to stock up. So we got 358 bolts. We're going to buy a ton of... going to buy that E-Tank that I just used up. And we're going to buy a bunch of lives because, well, we bought everything else. We don't need the Rocket Punch. We don't need the Energy Balancer. We don't need anything else. We just need lives and E-Tanks. And you can only hold 4 E-Tanks and 4 W-Tanks and 1 Super Tank. And the Super Tank, or the S-Tank, whatever you want to call it, is all your weapons and your life at the same time. In other Mega Man games, it's actually called the Mega Tank. I don't know why they call it the S-Tank in this one, but whatever. And the W-Tank is, of course, for... I'm not sure if it's for one weapon or all weapons, but I guess I'll probably use them later, seeing how I'm buying a bunch of lives, so I'm not going to get game over, and game overs are normally how I reset my weapon energy. This is Dr. Wily's castle. I really like the design. It's really cool looking. I like the colors that they use, like purple and green and stuff. The color schemes in for Mega Man 7, I think, are really cool. They use a lot of colors that you don't see in a lot of video games, especially like for Mega Man and whatnot. A lot of purple. Purple's huge in Mega Man 7. So, good music here. I'm going to use the Proto Shield for as much as I can. But to be honest, that Rush Adapter, man, it's super good, super useful. Especially in this stage. This is a really cool stage. I actually really like it. It has a lot of gimmicks, which I really like. And because of that, I think this is by far the best Dr. Wily level in this game. Yeah, by far. So you saw that Dr. Wily's level had... Oh, these are the gimmicks, by the way. The little thing. If you step on it, you can't see anything. The lights go off, and when it spins, you can't jump on it. And that's kind of the major crux of the level. So what was I saying? Yeah. So we saw Dr. Wily's level, castle there. It has 4 levels, and that's all there is. Unlike every Mega Man game since Mega Man 2, there's no like fake out level, or there's no extra like castle afterwards. Like Mega Man 2 started the whole fake out where you saw the skull, and then after you beat Dr. Wily, there was another level, and it was awesome and like terrifying for a child back in the 80s. Mega Man 3 had the whole, oh no, you still got Dark Man, 4 more levels, and Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 did the secondary castle. Like 4 had Dr. Cossack, 5 had Proto Man, and 6 had Mr. X. This one is, here are 4 Dr. Wily levels, and that's it. And 8 does that too. I think 9 also doesn't do it, and 10 I think has a fake out level, but it's still just one castle. And I want to complain because it makes me think like, oh well, the game could have been longer. But at the same time, there's sort of this charm with Mega Man games being fairly small. Like they take about an hour to an hour and a half to beat, and that's kind of a perfect length for a Mega Man game. At least the older Mega Man games. If they ever made like a new brand spanking new Mega Man game for the modern age, and I don't mean like an 8-bit one, I mean a brand new one, then it would probably need to be a few hours long because you're paying 60 to 80 bucks. Depending on if you're from America or Canada. And you want it to last a little bit. So I'm going to get the Noise Crusher for one of the cooler fights in the game. There's base. You are far too weak, Mega Man, with my slow text. Wily may fear you. But I do not! This crazy fast text there. I like Base's fight here. And not because it's like a well-done fight. He actually just kind of jumps around and shoots and stuff. But it makes it feel more like a brawl than anything else. Like, this is a real fight against a guy who just wants to kill you. And I like that. It makes it feel like this is just a guy who's also kind of being controlled by someone else. Like, as in, like, you're playing against another player or something. And he's dead now. Round 1 goes to you, Mega Man, but I'll be back. And that's only, like you said, round 1, you do fight him again. If you remember from when Base, he becomes a traitor, when he betrays you, he steals the things that Rush and Mega Man, the upgrades that you're supposed to get. So that's kind of how you fight him later. So, remember from the museum level when Dr. Wily stole Guts Man? Well, this is what he did with him. Boink, there's the Guts Dozer, or the Guts Claw, or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to use Slash Claw against him. Just his head is weak. I'm probably not going to make this. I'm really low on life, and I don't want to waste on an E-Tank. So I'm actually, I'm just going to take the death here. Come grab me. Boink! You know, throw me up. Pop. Yeah, I'd rather just waste the life there. I wasn't far in the battle anyways. So I feel bad for Gutsman, because Gutsman is from Mega Man 1, and the Mega Man 1 robots are actually made by Dr. Light, so they're Mega Man's brothers. Like, straight-up brothers. In the other Mega Man games, they're usually made by Dr. Wily, or like in Mega Man 4, it's made by Dr. Cossack. But they're robots, like, made for evil, usually. But this is, like, poor Gutsman. He's constantly being made into, like, other robots. This is, I think, the 3rd time he's had to fight Mega Man. Because he was brought back in Mega Man 2, I believe? And it's just like, geez, poor Gutsman. He's fought Mega Man more than any other robot master, I think. And now he's dead. Again. And Mega Man doesn't care. Just killed his brother for the 3rd friggin' time. 4th if you count the rematch in Mega Man 1 against Gutsman. So, you're an unfeeling robot, Mega Man, you horrible monster. So anyways, I'm PhilInTheBlanks. I hope you guys liked this episode. I'm sorry it was a lot of just cleaning up and getting stuff. I'm going to restock all my lives and whatnot. And I'm going to ask you your question of the day. I guess it'll just be an easy one. What's your favorite Mega Man game? And I mean Mega Man Classic game. So, not Mega Man X, not Mega Man 0, the Mega Man series. And it doesn't have to be like Mega Man 1 through 6. If it's like soccer or something, I don't know, have fun. What's your favorite Mega Man game? I'm PhilInTheBlanks. Comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Take care.